1982 Ford Fiesta. This is a very late model, being an 82, which makes it quite special. It is also your GHIA X model, so it's, as the owner quite rightly says, shares a lot of the parts with the XR2. So the same 1600 cross-flow engine, twin choke Weber carb. They get a slightly beefed up exhaust. They get Bilstein glass shocks on the front, stronger tyre bars, vented front discs, and then it does get some gear trim as well. So it's got a digital clock, rear heated screen, and then it does have front headrests and leather trim seats. We're going to start by having a good look at the bodywork, and then we'll go through the interior and we'll go for a cold engine startup. Starting on this driver's side, if you look on the driver's front wing, we do have one small scratch just there. And then there has been a repair at some point around the aerial, which is a bit off on the colour, and there was a little bit of sort of crustiness just starting just on the top there. Coming further down, there's a small stone chip just here on the top of the front wing. Inside the arch itself, there's a little bit of rust starting at the very bottom, and a little crack just there, but it is relatively solid when you get your hand in there. If you get behind the body kit, that's not all crusty or anything like that. Wheels are in nice condition. I think we've got 4 matching tyres all around. Check them as we go. Yeah, so same on this side, both sides, Nankangs on both sides. A couple of little light marks, in fact, on the trim there. But the rest of the driver's door, generally neat and tidy. We do have a little chip in the paint on the sill on the bottom there. Pop the camera underneath while we're here. You can see it's not caked in underseal. Can see what you're looking at as well there. Coming down this side, lovely and neat on the rear quarter there across the top. It's had a small repair here again with a little bit of a colour discrepancy in there. And then as you get down the back, there is a little bit of rust down the bottom of the arch there. We'll look back up that side from there. Glass on this side, all stamped up. A little bit of scratching on the front there. And then up onto the roof, you do get this sort of vinyl roof with this twin stitching in it. Factory sunroof on these with a tinted glass. Again, that glass could do with a bit of a polish just to tidy it up a little bit. Coming round on the back, bumper sits nice and level. If we look below the valance there, on that. Tailgate along the bottom here, normally you find a whole load of rust along the bottom, whereas that one is nice and neat. Along the bottom of the screen, again, that's good. There's a little bubble just appearing there. Around the top is all nice and neat. Round on the passenger side, that stripe's nice and straight all the way down there. A couple of little bubbles down the bottom of the arch there. The rest of it is all good until we get to here where there's another one. It hasn't actually broke the paint, but it is there. Rest of that rear quarter, all nice and tidy. Can have another look at the roof from up here. We'll check the tyres on this side. Again, 4 matching Nankangs all around. Coming down this side, we've got 2 little stone chips here on the door, and there's another one a little bit further up on the shoulder there. You can just see that if you get the camera on it. And a very light scratch just at the bottom edge of the door. And then moving forward, bit of rust coming through at the bottom of the front wing. The rest of the arch is actually nice and sharp all the way around. And then round on the front. Front bumper sits nice and straight. Lower, same as an XR2, that sort of plastic front valance extension. That's nice and neat. That's not been rammed up any curbs or anything like that. Little bit of a reaction in the paint there on the bonnet. A couple more there. But other than that, all nice and straight. Moving on to the interior. Again, part of that Gear X trim, you get this sort of brown half leather interior. Bit of a chunk missing out of the door card there. And a little bit of sagging on the leather across the top, but other than that, nice and neat. Driver's seat is generally pretty good. A good steam clean should tighten that cloth section back up, but the leather is lovely and soft. Tiny bit of wear there, but other than that, all good. Backs of the seats are nice and neat. Rear bench is in nice condition. Headlighting's lovely and clean, especially around the sunroof. And then across the top of the dash, a couple of cracks, as you would always expect on a Fiesta, or this year a Ford of any kind, really. 44,315 miles on the clock. If you check the description, we'll detail everything we know about that. We'll detail its history and all that sort of stuff. Into the boot, you've got your standard set of speakers in the back on the parcel shelf there. All the panels as they should. Someone has fitted a lock to that one at some point. Obviously worried about someone stealing their toolkit. No signs of any trapped moisture or anything nasty in there. And then round on the passenger side, nice and neat on the door card. A tiny little bit of sag, not as bad as the driver's side. And the passenger seat, again, this cloth does look quite dirty on the camera, but it is generally pretty good in person. This side of the dash is all nice and neat. Toby's going to pull the bonnet for us. all the way in, on the panel, way further in than you think. There you go. 1600 cross flow, twin choke Weber carb, same spec as an XR2. Bulkhead and everything, nice and neat in there. Inner wings, not rotten or anything like that. Toby's going to fire it up for us. Was driven to us as well. So there you have it, 1982 Fiesta XR2 GHIA X. Any more questions, please get in touch. Thank you.